Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Big shout out to Brock. Of course, they had their free Friday night clinic last night for all high school athletes, cheerleaders, dance team members, coaches, band members, everybody. If you get injured on a Friday night, free Friday night clinic over at Brock. Awesome service they've provided to our community for, I don't know, 30 years now. Parish Construction and Roofing, parishbuilt.com. You need an orthopedic, go to Brock, you need a roof, you give us a shout at Parish. Also, Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. A lot of people asking, hey, Matt, heard about the whole stuff this week with tirzepatide and all that stuff. Unique Physique still has it. They can still get it. They've worked very hard to make sure that they have that supply, their supply. So if you're interested in tirzepatide, despite the news this week, they still got it. And they have the lowest prices, never any contracts. You can do the whole thing over telemed, and they can ship your medicine anywhere in the country. So why would you do anything other than call Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Okay, y'all, we'll say some good mornings here. Hope your Saturday is off to a fantastic start. It is week 6 of the college football season. I haven't even turned on game day yet in here. Just getting rolling. Let's see. That's probably, let's see. Boom. Let's see if that works. Don't know if it will. Anyway, week 6 of the college football season. It's kind of sneaky because while there's only one ranked on ranked matchup, that's Missouri at Texas A&M at 11 a.m. As we were kind of going through the slate with Phil Steele, it's actually kind of a sneaky good slate today. Like sneaky good. It's nothing that anybody is going to be like super duper awesomely fired up about. And I understand that. But it's one of those days where you roll through the slate of college football games and you go, oh, well, that's kind of impactful, or that could be a sneaky good game, or they better watch out there. Like, Ole Miss, South Carolina isn't one I think many people probably had circled before the start of the season, or even 2 weeks ago. Well, now that South Carolina coming off a bye is taking a pretty different meaning there. Pitt's undefeated. They got to go to North Carolina, who's really struggling right now. Iowa at Ohio State. Phil Steele loved the over in that game for Iowa and Ohio State. Auburn, Georgia, which maybe doesn't have the same cachet because of how much Auburn's struggling, but it's still a rivalry game, so we'll keep an eye on that. Rutgers, Nebraska is a good game. Tennessee at Arkansas. Arkansas hadn't beaten a top 5 team at home since 1998. And that was Tennessee, as a matter of fact. Could this be, well, I guess no, it would have been 90, wouldn't have been 98, it would have been 99. Michigan, Washington, rematch of the national championship game. So, that's another one that's going to be really interesting. Washington's actually the home favorite in that game. Miami at Cal. Miami's got to go across the country, struggled last week against Virginia Tech, and now they got to go across the country. Game days there. It's going to be bonkers. That's Pac-12 after dark. That's a 9:30 Central, so 10:30 Eastern kick. So Miami's body clock's 10:30 when that game kicks. So crazy things happening out west. We'll see. Justin Wilcox, really good underdog coach. Point is, I get it. There aren't necessarily the giant marquee matchups this weekend, but there's a lot of good stuff that's going to help shape the season, help shape part of the season. Okay, we'll say some good mornings. The other part, of course, that we got on thumbnail today is A.T. Perry. Super disappointing, man. Got Saints took with a 6th-round pick. We all had high expectations for him. Contributed last year, played in 10 games. This year, 4 games, both injured and a healthy scratch. Dennis Allen was pretty upfront about it all throughout camp, that Perry's just a guy that they needed to see more of and didn't. I don't know if part of that was the new offense, him just not emerging in this new offense and getting what Clint Kubiak was doing, or him just not growing physically, but or developing, I should say, physically. Growing is huge, you know what I mean. But developing, okay, there we go, this game day. Marshawn Lynch is the guest picker. That's so good. But in a year where Michael Thomas is gone and you were looking for a number 3 to step up, and it was wide open for A.T. Perry to be that guy, and he didn't do it, is really disappointing. They signed Connor McGovern, which is, you know, also a huge concern. So Connor McGovern, they signed off the Jets practice squad. That's because Shane Lemieux and Lucas Patrick missed practice on Friday. So you're down McCoy, Ruiz, Patrick, Lemieux. I mean, there's a world where you may start against the Kansas City Chiefs where Connor McGovern is your center, Nick Saldiveri is your left guard, and Landon Young is your right guard. I mean, looking across from Chris Jones, that's unenviable, to say the very least. We'll see. Okay. Hang on one second, y'all. Ross, I'm going to wait about an hour to publish your McGovern piece, period. I'm going to let the station survey breathe for a bit. LouisianaSports.net. Okay, let's say some good morning, y'all. Smash the like button if you would on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post, all that stuff. Tiger Diver, good morning. Who we betting today? Can you send me Phil's picks? ? I just texted Moose. I forgot to write him down yesterday. I haven't played him yet either. We had a bad beat last night, y'all. Phil gave us UNLV. Bad beat last night, man. Bad beat last night. UNLV had it won on the Syracuse tied it with like 20 seconds left to go to overtime and then won it in overtime. UNLV had 2 plays where they had interceptions, couldn't corral the ball. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. In Spanish. Okay, here we go. So UNLV was a loss. Phil Steele, here you go. A&M -2.5. Pitt -3. Over in Iowa, Ohio State. South Carolina +8.5. Indiana laying the 14. Clemson laying 14.5. ULM +16. Arkansas +13.5. Michigan, Washington under 41.5. Iowa State. Oh, no, never mind. That was the money line. Florida +2. And then Cal +10. Those are the plays. And then Moose and I will usually do like a money line parlay. If Phil likes a side but doesn't necessarily like it against the spread, we'll put together a money line parlay. So this week, I think the money line parlay would be Pitt, Georgia, Bama, Iowa State. There you have it. Ryan Pike, hey, no auto locks Friday through Sunday. So it's a good question, Ryan. I need to make sure we get Jimmy Otts. So Jimmy Ott on Friday does all the college football picks with all of his handicappers. I just need to make sure that I do a better job of getting that published. I'll see if I can get that from Jimmy, but we have to hurry here to get it before 11. And unfortunately, Hunt's out of commission. I'm doing the show right now, so maybe not. But then we will, of course, have Jimmy Ott's Football Sunday picks. So make sure you're checking Sunday morning. It's going to be a tight window, but make sure you're checking Sunday morning around 11:30, 11:45 before the noon kick games. We'll make sure that all the plays are up there. Hey, Jacob Thompson, good morning. Kirk Taylor, M. Nelson, good morning. Who Dat? Go Tigers. Spurge, good morning. Austin Kidder, our last weekend in Vegas, heading back next weekend. All right, Austin. What are you going to do your last week? What does one do on their last weekend in Vegas? Below. You want to come say hi to Dad show? Hey, you want to come say you want? Go on. Devin, good morning. Brad David, good morning. Blake Estes, morning. Matt from New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Taking 2 friends their first LSU game against Ole Miss. Would love to catch you guys. Donmont will be there, Blake. Come say hi, man. Hopefully, look, if LSU wins, it will be a celebratory atmosphere over at Don Juan. Very much looking forward to that. So come see us, man. It'd be great to meet you. Devin, they moving Burns linebacker? No. Brian Kelly said last week that they're moving Javen Toviano to star in case they need to move Burns back to safety. So Burns will play star or safety, not linebacker. Donald Amy, good morning. Tony Williams, good morning. Hi. You want to come say hi? Too good for us now, y'all. Tony Williams, David Tolson. Morning, Matt. On my way to see my daughter in South Carolina for volleyball senior day. Okay, David. Awesome, man. Senior day. God, I'm sure that went fast, man. Good luck. Hope everybody does awesome today. Jeremy, happy Saturday. Hope everyone has a fantastic day. Thanks, Jeremy. Same to you, man. Bubba Smith, Aaron Hornsby, Michael Thacker. Morning. Chris Trapasso with CBS Sports has Campbell, Jones, Nuss, all top 10. Team's getting a lot of recognition. Like Trapasso as well, man. He's been a long-time contributor on our show. Does a good job. Ruckus this way. You want to come say hi to Dad's show?
That's a Dad's show.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Ruckus. You want to come say hi?
Ruckus. Okay.
Come say hi. Come.
Okay.
He is just not into it this morning. Chance, no LSU, no Saints. We can relax. I know it can be a fun weekend. As soon as we finish here, Drew and I, Ruckus opens at 10. So Drew and I are going to pop over to Ruckus. Might see Ryan over there as well. We'll see if he actually comes through. Irfan Sayad, Gamorgan. Let's see. Ryan, LSU off today. You watching the Yankees? I will keep an eye on baseball today. Primarily a college football day, of course, but I will be keeping an eye, of course. Club, what's good, man? Awesome to see Mac yesterday. He trained my firefighter rookie academy class. Love it, man. That's great. I wonder if y'all did that at the old club. If y'all did that at the old traction. So Mac Chiwilli, who he's talking about, founder, CEO over at Traction. Mac popped in, lost our bourbon bet. So Mac popped in, paid off his winnings, or made good on my winnings in Spanish. In Spanish. Okay. He keeps coming right to the door and talking to me. And then he runs away. He won't come back. Let's see. Oh my God, David. They were off the field. So in overtime, UNLV got the ball first. They kick a field goal. They're up 3. They've got 3rd and 20. Syracuse in a 3rd and 20. And they call a roughing the passer on a 3-yard screen pass, which whatever. Anyway, UNLV will just throw up on themselves forever about that game. Elijah, what do you mean by let the station survey breathe? So if you go look at louisianasports.net at the top of the homepage, the featured story right now is Station Survey with the question, how many SEC teams are in the college football playoff? We just put that up. So we're going to let it breathe for a while before we replace it. So Ross Jackson wrote me a column for Connor McGovern. A blue? You want to come say hi to Dad's show? Come say hi. Come say hi. Oh, you tried to get away. Daddy played good defense there. Daddy blocked you like an offensive line. Okay. What are you doing, crazy? No. Wait, you don't want to say hi?
No.
Well, I tried. Anyway, so you want to let a story at the top of the site, the featured top story at the top of the site, have a chance to breathe. Like you want people to, as they're having their coffee, have a chance to find it. So you want to make sure that you keep stories fresh throughout the day, but you also want to make sure something has a chance to actually be seen there at the top of the page. Obviously, your featured top story is going to be the thing that people see first. So the featured top story right now is Station Survey, how many SEC teams get in the college football playoff. So Hester, T-Bob, I think Taylor, Alondra, Hunt. But I'll tell you, right? Let's see. Hester, T-Bob, Taylor, Alondra, Hanny, Hunt, Beck, me, Musso, Paul. all have our station survey up. Okay. Of how many teams do we think get into the college football playoff? The number and why. That's what's at the top of the website. So Ross wrote me a piece wrote us a piece for about a column about the Saints signing Connor McGovern. That'll be the next thing at the top of the site. But I just want to let that breathe a little bit. Brian Jones, any update on Greg Brooks? Brian, listen, respectfully, people have asked me that a lot, and I'm just not going to say anything about Greg Brooks. I'll let his family talk about whenever they want to talk about it. I understand that there's an interest, but at the same time, that's something that's private, and we'll let the family disclose what they want when they want. What I will tell you is Greg still needs lots and lots of prayers, and that's probably all I'll say. Chance, is Elijah Haven's family originally from Ascension Parish, or they transplant? So his dad is from Atlanta, his mom is from Baton Rouge. They live in Prairieville, is what he told me. Brian Jones, Matt Ruckus has some serious heat. I went yesterday. I can't wait to go. Did you go in Baton Rouge or Lafayette, Brian? I'm curious. I am pretty fired up. I haven't been in a while, man. Austin, have a birthday party for our son tomorrow. Mountain biking in Mount Charleston. You put your bike on the ski lift, ride down the trails. Oh, wow. Got to do it before we move. That's something that you won't be able to do. That's something, Austin, you ain't going to be able to do here, dog. I mean, you can go ride up like in St. Francisville. They got some little hills up there, but Tunica Hills. That's about the only elevation you're going to get around here. Devin, Ryan, good morning. Yep, old traction. Yep. Morning, Matt. Is the baseball season yet? Mojo, good morning from Tampa. Bryce Hall, Roll Tide. Bryce, I think y'all should probably have a pretty easy one today with Vanderbilt. Look at trap game, Bryce. Trap game. Vernell Thomas, good morning. Cortland, 23 seconds and 3 timeouts in a tie game. Odom takes a knee. So realistically, the average play takes 6 to 7 seconds. So you're probably getting 3 plays off. Yeah, you could go for it. Are we about to have another hurricane, y'all? I just saw this at the bottom of my screen. Said hurricane update. Update. Invest 92 AL 92 update. What is this thing? Are they projecting this thing in the Gulf? Oh my God. Are we going to get another storm? Get out of here. He said nope. Hunter Broadhead, Matt, good morning. I hope the Saints cleared up 17 for Adams. I don't think that they're going to get Devontae Adams. It sure sounds like Devontae Adams maybe wants the Jets. And then I don't know if y'all saw his Instagram where he put a picture of Edgar Allan Poe, which of course would mean the Raven. That's he's from Baltimore. Quote the Raven nevermore. That's how the Baltimore Ravens came to be the Ravens. So I don't know, man. One of the best parts of college game day is when they go to places like Cal and James Madison. Crowds are electric. The first time ever at Cal, the signs were great. I saw some of the signs earlier. One guy was like, I thought this was a protest. It said, I only do lines of code. You people are blocking the library. Was it a good one? Really well done. Well done, Cal. Well done. Roger Dodger, good morning. Vernell, can I have a question for you? How much of a drop-off is there talent-wise from Derek Carr to Spencer Rattler? Vernell, that's so hard to tell, man. I mean, if you're just talking like physical ability, just talent, like the ability to run and throw and, make the throws, probably not much. I mean, I think Spencer Rattler might be a more gifted player. He's also younger and, physically gifted. But Derek Carr has been a quarterback in the NFL for 11 years. Now you know who he is, as we've talked about often, and what he is. The Adams owners treaty was a mistake. The Cal signs are great. They're totally leaning into oh, that's so good. They're like so totally leaning into the like the nerd school stuff, the smart kid angle. Really good. Dane, good morning. Rex, good morning. Do we take 2 quarterbacks in 27? Probably not, Brian. I can't see taking 2. I can't see 2 elite quarterbacks wanting to come to the same school in the same class. You'll have Underwood. I think the tricky part is 26, right? So Underwood comes in 25. It's hard to imagine an elite player coming in for 26. LSU took their swings, missed on a lot of the big name guys. They'll take somebody for 26. And then 27, you're probably like, if you get it's the same thing. Like if you get Elijah Haven for 27, is anybody going to want to come be part of that class as well? I mean, do Haven and Nussmeier both come in the same class? Maybe, probably not. We'll see. Long way to go. David had a poor Buffalo Trace Eagle Rare 10-year last night. Quite tasty. Eagle Rare is great, man. Eagle Rare is that's what Mac got me as part of our bourbon bet. Yeah, man. Eagle Rare is one of those ones that about 3-4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, started becoming harder and harder to get. So that happens when whiskeys start to increase in popularity. They start to become harder and harder to find. So, you look at, like, so Eagle Rare is a 10-year whiskey. That means they age it in a barrel for 10 years. So like it gets really popular. You can't just go to production and make more. Like you have to it has to sit in a barrel for 10 years. So that's why you're basically planning how much supply will we need 10 years from now. That's why it's really challenging to keep up with supply. The Vandy boy's coming. Brian, if Nuss is projected first round, no reason to come back. Correct. I agree. Look, if he's a first round pick, top 10 pick, he's got to go. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the season. Kevin, storm's coming to Florida. Golly. The mountain biking trails in Baton Rouge on Hooper Road near the airport are pretty awesome. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, good to know. Elijah Steele, okay, was literally a station survey. I thought it was some fancy term. No. It was literally a station survey. Chase, if I'm LSU, I'm targeting 4-star quarterback Gunnar Rivers, Phillip Rivers' son, class of 27. He's athletic, pocket passing magician. Someone we need to target for sure. Yeah, Chase, I mean, that's fine. And I don't doubt that at all. I mean, when your dad's a longtime NFL quarterback and you've got the ability, I've heard a little bit about Gunnar Rivers, but when Elijah Haven's the number 1 player in the country and he's in Baton Rouge, you're going to recruit that guy heavily. Tony Williams, David Tolson, nice choices. Razor, I think the Gamecocks win. Ole Miss has feasted on bad defenses until they played a good one and lost. South Carolina has good defense. Lame ducks coming into Tiger Stadium. People have asked that question, Razor, like, who are you pulling for? I am pulling for South Carolina. Like, I don't want Ole Miss to feel like they're coming in with any sort of motivation. I think they'll be up for LSU either way. What I want today more, even regardless of outcome, is I want a physical football game. I want Ole Miss to have had to play back-to-back physical football games. I mean, Kentucky beat them up last week at the line of scrimmage, controlled the ball for 40 minutes. I want South Carolina's defensive front to absolutely go pummel that Ole Miss offensive front. Offensive line, which is already banged up. I want them to hit Jackson Dart and weaken them even more. So then they got to come to LSU. So 3 straight conference games, 6 straight weeks, 3 straight conference games, back-to-back road conference games for Ole Miss. Yeah, like I want this to go be a physical fist fight today, 60-minute football game, regardless of result. I mean, I'm pulling for South Carolina to win it, but more than anything, I want this to be a really, really tough fight. Brian, when's the drawing for the Bud Light Lounge contest? Yeah, so that's going to be at LeBears on Monday. So Monday Night Football, Saints Chiefs. We picked our 8 VIP winners yesterday on AFR. But so even if you're not one of the VIP winners, doesn't matter. Come to LeBears for the game. and everybody that shows up can put their name in the hopper, and we'll draw. We have several like prizes we're going to draw for. One of them is 2 tickets for Saints Rams at the Bud Light Lounge. One of them is 2 tickets to LSU Ole Miss. We also have a commemorative Jaden Daniels Heisman football as well. So we'll do those like at the end of the quarters. So so come on out Monday Night Football. Saints Chiefs will be at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at LeBaire. So hope to see y'all there. I know we're looking at Colton, Nuss, and Haven, but I'm telling you, Rivers are got to play in the NFL. Okay. Pegasus, morning, Matt. Is game day announced where they're going next week? No, they don't announce until they wait and see how these games go. Unless if there's like an obvious choice, and they'll declare it in advance. But they'll probably wait and see how the games today go, and then they'll make that announcement. Does the Whistler go to Vandy football? Not that I'm aware of. I think he's just the baseball Whistler. Cortland, I want Ole Miss out of the playoff picture. Donald, sorry, but I strongly dislike that guy. Which guy? Which guy, Donald? Who did I miss? Who are you talking about, Donald? I'm scrolling back looking for your comments. I don't see them. Strongly dislike that guy. Best whiskey to add to my coffee while watching some Scone. Ray, honestly, I am not a whiskey in my coffee guy. So honest story here. I don't know that I have ever done. Don't they call that an Irish coffee when you put whiskey in your coffee? I don't think I have ever done that. Is that probably will surprise you. Like I literally can't think of a time that I've ever put whiskey in my coffee. Like ever. It kind of makes me want to do it right now. Like, it's the first time for everything. Let's see how it goes. Oh, Donald, the Whistler. Okay. I was wondering who you disliked. Yeah. The Whistler. Yes, the Whistler is annoying. It's quite inconsiderate of everybody else. Ray. Oh, sorry. Did that one. Brennan, Scone to go. Thank you, Brennan. Appreciate it, man. Cortland, think game day goes the Red River rivalry, not West Coast Peacock game. That's a good point, Cortland. That's a good point. They'll probably be at Texas, Oklahoma next week. Yes, that's a very good point. Greg T, Forvat and Hanny's guest at Minnesota today. Okay. Matt, you have any bets? Yes, so here's Phil Steele's bets. These are the ones I play. A&M minus 2.5. Iowa, Ohio State over. Georgia money line. Wait, hang on. There's a money line parlay we'll get to. South Carolina plus 8.5. Indiana minus 14. Clemson minus 14.5. ULM plus 16. Arkansas plus 13.5. Michigan, Washington under 41.5. Florida plus 2. Cal plus 10. And then when Phil likes a team but doesn't necessarily have a feeling against the spread, Musso and I'll make a money line parlay. So today we have Pitt, Georgia, Bama, Iowa State in the money line parlay. Coming back at plus. There's your picks from Phil Steele. Okay. Dane, Bailey's or rum chata in coffee. Okay. Erica likes Bailey's. She doesn't really drink coffee, but if Erica drinks coffee, it's got to be some like sugary frappe, mocha chocolata sort of thing, not just coffee. Pegasus J, Matt, how come I never see you with a scone on morning scone? What's the best flavor scone? I'd probably go blueberry scone, but honestly, I'm just not a big scone guy. If I'm going to go with a Danish, or a pastry, I'm probably going to go with a Danish or a, you can never go wrong with a blueberry muffin, a cinnamon roll. You want to come to that show? No. Wade Yawn. I smell an Omaha run this year in baseball. Jay has this team looking real nice thus far. They crushed the transfer portal. And considering LSU is not, It's Terrio. Yes. Ooh, that is good to know. Okay. Make defense great against it. Try and let us know how it is. I don't have any Bailey. So just like whiskey, just put whiskey in the coffee. All right. All right. I don't really want whiskey right now. There's a blue. Let's just go with Elijah Craig single barrel. Oh, I don't want single barrel. Maybe small batch. Single barrel. I'm putting good whiskey in coffee. Hmm. Let's do the. This is a little Old Elk, 110 proof. They're straight bourbon. Not putting a lot, y'all, but I'll try it. Not super pumped about this, honestly.
What is that? What is that? What is that? What?
Blue. Now I'll tell you, that's not bad. And the coffee is so overpowering, it totally mutes the flavor of the whiskey. So it's not that dissimilar from like if you're pouring whiskey and Coke, I guess, like or Sprite, you want the good effects of the whiskey without the Kentucky hug and but I enjoy drinking the whiskey. That's why cocktails aren't always a great option for me because like I want to enjoy the whiskey. Like I want to anyway, not bad though. Not bad. Your boy Chase ready for another baseball natty. How's the new meal prep service? Awesome. Seriously, no joke. Y'all, I weighed myself this morning. I'm down to 213 pounds. If you go look at pictures of me last year, like near the end of football season, I'd gotten up to like 248, which is the biggest I'd ever been in my life. And I kind of got scared when I was pushing 250. I was like, oh, I got to do something. And so that's when I started meal preps, some of those other meal prep services. I didn't like any of them. Along the way is when I found the Gary Brecka stuff. So I've started doing a lot of the Gary Brecka protocol, like the cold plunging, breath work, grounding, my supplement protocol, all that sort of stuff. On top of that, Factor is what you're talking about, Brian. The Factor meal prep. Factor is awesome. It is by a mile. Like, and by the way, I don't get paid by Factor. They do some endorsements or sponsorships on the Locked On network, but like I don't have a deal with Factor. Like I pay for I'm like a Factor subscriber, right? So like I buy 10 meals a week. Like all lunch, I intermittent fast. I don't eat breakfast. I just have black coffee in the morning and my perfect amino, which doesn't break your fast. So I eat lunch and dinner. So I have 10 meals per week from Factor. And it is by a mile the best quality, convenience, all that meal prep thing that I've tried a lot. I've done Jenny Craig, I've done Nutrisystem, there was another one Erica found that I was doing before Factor. They went out of business, they weren't terrible, they weren't good. I did Ideal Protein. Anyway, I'm telling you, if again, an unpaid endorsement. Okay, I do not get paid by Factor. And I actually spend money. Like, I'll show you receipts if you want to see receipts. I think y'all believe me, but just so you know, I'm not lying. Like, here was my email from Monday. Please review your upcoming order. Matt, time to pick your meals for next week. Like, I was going to try to show you a receipt from my first one, but doggone it, my address was on there. Oh well. Now y'all know where I live. Shouldn't have said that, but anyway. Please don't set burning dog poop on my board. Gourdy. Anyway. So anyway, so I spend $107 a week. It's 10 meals, so it's roughly $10 a meal for lunch and dinner. It's super convenient and awesome. Scone, getting cook more Scone. I may have to go delete this episode now because I just put my address on this, and that's not okay. Anyway, Avid, hey man, really need to meal prep. Always on the road, doing inspections, very exhausting. Eating out, dude. Eating out is both unhealthy and it's so expensive. Factor, 2 minutes in the microwave, and it's never frozen, so it tastes great. It's never frozen. 2 minutes in the microwave, done. Love it. Guarantee you won't lose today. Grayson Gallen, morning, Matt. Do you like Ole Miss to cover today? No, I don't. I like South Carolina to cover. Wendell Norman, good morning. I do grass-fed ground beef for chicken and air-fried potatoes every day of the week. Gordy, I hear him. All right, Brian. Good morning, man. All right, let's get out of here. Get Drew dressed. We're going to go see Terry over at Ruckus. We'll see you there. All right, shout out to everybody else. Brock, Parrish, Unique Physique, Restored Motions. They're all linked in the description on YouTube. They're tagged on Facebook. Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. After Hours Clinic is open. Parrish, you need a roof. We'd love to give you that free, no obligation roofing inspection. Y'all help us out there. If you know anyone here, of anyone, friend, family member, neighbor, coworker who needs a roof, let them know about Parrish Construction and Roofing. Unique Physique. This week, the story is about tirzepatide. People struggling to get it. Unique Physique has it. They've got the relationships with the pharmacies to get it. So they've got it. If you're interested. At Ruckus, we're going to go see Ryan. At Ruckus. Don't do that. Don't do that. Remember, lowest prices. They actually just reduced prices this week. Lowest prices, never any contracts. Do the whole thing over telemed, so you never have to go in. They can ship your medicine anywhere in the country. It's Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, and Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. Okay, y'all have an awesome day. See you tomorrow.